Hello everyone, my name is Santrup and welcome back to my channel. This is Sunshine. She is a Pulsar NS200 Basics, and we all know how fun long rides can be, or how fun your weekend rides can be. But in case of a malfunction or a tire puncture, it can ruin your whole weekend or your ride. And since you don't want to do that, I'm going to demonstrate a few inspection tips before your long rides, and hope this video helps. Thank you. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to make sure is to put your bike on your center stand, and also make sure your engine is warm. So if your engine is cold, you can check all if your fluids are proper. So I'm going to be dividing the inspection segment into three parts. First, we're going to check all the fluids. Next, we're going to check all the lights. And finally, we're going to check the miscellaneous items like the tires and your back seat and stuff like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin with the first segment of the inspection, that is fluids. So the first thing you want to check is your brake fluid, your front disc brake fluid. Make sure you have an inspection window right here, make sure it's full. So the next thing you want to check is your coolant level. So if you carefully look at your coolant inspection window, there is a max and a min level. So you want to keep it below the max and above min. So if the coolant level is below the minimum level, your engine can heat up. And if the coolant level is above the max level, there is chance of your hot coolant overflowing. Okay, so next you're going to inspect your engine oil. So as you can see, there is an engine oil level window here. Make sure it's at least half, but it shouldn't be completely filled or completely empty. Make sure of that. And the next thing you want to be checking is your brake fluid in the rear. So there is another inspection window, make sure it's full. Okay, so now that we covered all the fluids, let's check out the lights. So I'm going to turn on the bike. As soon as you turn on your bike, make sure your DRLs are working fine. And when you start your bike, if you have an AHO feature, your headlight should start as well. So the use of AHO is that in bad weather conditions, due to low visibility, sometimes the oncoming traffic cannot notice you. So that's the use of an AHO. So if you have an AHO on your bike, make sure it's working. Next, we're going to be checking the indicators. So my right blinker in the front is working, and as well as in the rear. And so is my left blinker in the front and as well as the rear. So next we are going to inspect the brake lights. So I'm going to start with the front brake. So the front brake is working, and next I'm going to put my foot on the rear brake pedal, and it's working as well. So you want to make sure all these are working. It is useful for the other traffic to avoid you. You want to make sure your brake lights and your blinkers are working very fine so that the rest of the traffic knows where you're going. So the next thing you want to check is your telltale lights. As soon as you turn on your engine oil, your engine temperature and your battery lights as well as your engine malfunction light should turn off. Okay, so there we go. So you can make sure that everything is working fine. And your ABS lights, it turns off after you go at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. So you might want to watch out for that as well. So the next thing you want to check are the miscellaneous items. For example, let's start with the fuel. So always make sure that your fuel tank is full on the previous night of your road trip. You don't want to be stopping multiple times during your trip and filling filling the fuel. And also make sure you have adequate tire pressure. So your tire pressure is mentioned on the swing arm. So I have a tire pressure in the front of 25 psi and in the rear of 28 psi. If I'm riding solo, I don't know if you can see it very well. So basically the tire pressure is mentioned on your swing arm, and make sure you have adequate tire pressure, because if the tire pressure is not adequate, there is a lot of stress on your engine and it heats up very quickly. So the next thing you want to check is your toolbox. So if you open up your rear seat, you must be able to find a toolbox strapped to your rear seat. In my bike, in your bike it might be placed positioned somewhere else. And also another important thing is your first aid kit, which I have over here. So this first aid kit contains basic equipment like gauze and cotton and antiseptic and band-aids. So you can upgrade your first aid kit if you like, but make sure you don't put in any high pressure cans. We don't want it heating up and exploding. So I guess we have covered all. Oh wait, so you might not notice this, but your side stand and center stand are very important too. Make sure your side stand goes completely up like that. Make sure the spring is working fine. So when you kick it up, it has to go up and stay like that. We don't want it dragging down on the road. Make sure the spring is tight enough. And the same with your center stand, that's the main stand. You want to make sure it goes completely up before you go on your trip. So I guess that's it. We've covered most inspection points. If you do have anything to add, please do add them in the comment section below, and it would be really helpful. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, guys. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. And if you do have any tips for me to add, please leave them as well in the comment section below. That would be really helpful. And as always, ride safe, wear your protective gear, and have fun. Thanks for watching.